Hi guys, so this is my makeup collection video. As you can see, these are my drawers, then all of them. Let me just show you. There you go, all the way down. Now, I don't have the most glamorous set of drawers. These are literally from like eBay. I think they cost like £26, and they just come with these plastic drawers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 drawers, and I've just filled each of them up with separate parts of my makeup collection. So this drawer has my foundations, concealers, this has my powders, and so on and so on. Now, I know what you're thinking. It does look like it's leaning, and it definitely is, because I did not set them up properly. I built these myself, and I don't know how to do that, so yeah, they look a bit dodge, but I am planning to get the Alex drawers, like the 9 drawers. I've been wanting to get them for a while now, and I've decided within the next few months I am going to get them, but for the moment this is what I'm dealing with. So yeah, let's get into my makeup collection. So at the top I have my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick collection. I just show you. I have the 8 lipsticks. I have a few full size. I have Christmas Cookie, Calabasas and Cherry Wear, and I have a little doll parts. So those are all my Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. So this is my first drawer. This is where I keep all of my foundations and my concealers. So foundations, I have a Primark Mica Perfect Colour, I have the Revolution Pro, I have a Too Faced Born This Way, I have the Fast Base foundation, I have this Jordana foundation, Maybelline Dream Satin, Rimmel, the Breathable Lasting Finish, Lottie London, all about that base. I have the Urban Decay All Nighter, which is one of my favourites. I have a normal Rimmel foundation. What else do I have? I have the Sephora foundation. I have the LA Girl Matte Pro. I have the L'Oreal True Match, which I haven't used in ages. I have the Maybelline Dream Velvet, Revlon Colour Stay, MAC Studio Fix, the L'Oreal Total Cover Infallible, which is literally one of my favourites ever. And I have Wet n Wild, the Photo Focus foundation. I also have the Maybelline Superstay, but that is in my makeup bag. So I've just got it out. This is the Maybelline Superstay foundation. Okay, so moving on to my concealers, I have a mix of high-end and drugstore. First of all, I have many, oh my god, of these Revolution Conceal and Define. I'm literally obsessed with these concealers. I have the Maybelline Fit Me, which is a dupe of the NARS Radiant Creamy, LA Girl Pro Conceal. I have the NYX Full Coverage Concealer, the Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser, Wet n Wild, the Photo Focus Foundation Concealer, the Collection Lasting Perfection, Colourpop No Filter, All Nighter Concealer by Urban Decay. I do have the beloved Tarte Shape Tape, which I actually haven't used on my face yet, so I will be using that in a video soon. I have the Essence Camouflage, Bourjois Radiance, which is such a nice concealer. I have this green like stick Model and Co concealer, the Revolution Fast Base Concealer, the Green Collection Lasting Perfection, the Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Concealer, and I have the Benefit Boing Airbrush Concealer. That is all of my foundations and concealers. Let's go into the next drawer. Okay, so this is my powders drawer. So I have like setting powders, pressed powders, bronzers and blushes in this drawer. My favourite at the moment, my favourite at the moment is the Too Faced Born This Way loose setting powder. I absolutely love this. I have the Kat Von D translucent powder, which is another really good one. I have this Effect rice powder, was actually really nice. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, which is only available in America, so sorry guys. I have the Revolution lace powder. I don't really get on with that powder, but I still have it anyway. I have the Rimmel Insta Fix and Matte, which as you can see I have been absolutely loving recently. What other powders do I have? I have the Rimmel Match Perfection loose powder, which I'm not actually a big fan of. I feel like it just dries me out, so yeah, that's not good. I have the Rimmel Stay Matte, again, absolutely love this powder. And I have the NYX HD Sit Finishing Powder, and I also have the other NYX finishing powder, like the Pale Translucent shades. So those are all of my powders. Bronzers, my favourite is probably the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Bronzer. This is so good on pale skin tones. I have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which is very new in my collection. What else do I have? I have the Bourjois bronzing powder and highlight duo, which I don't really use that much. I have the MUA matte bronzer, flying think around. I've got my beloved Huda Light bronzer, which I'm literally obsessed with. Sorry if none of this is in shot, I can't actually tell. My neck is really aching. I have the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, which I've literally used for years. And I have the Rimmel Sun Shim Bronzer. So moving on to blushes, I have the L'Oreal Life's Peach Blush, which is literally so beautiful and it smells nice as well. I have a mini California blusher, which literally looks so pretty. I haven't actually tried that yet. I have the Morphe blush in Spirit. I have Bare Minerals like loose blush in Sorbet. I have the MAC blush in Pinch Me. I have, oh god, I have two Revolution mini blushes. One is in Sugar and one is in Treat. They're really nice little blushes. And I have the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in Vintage Rouge. Oh no, that is a mirror. In Vintage Rouge, that is very pretty. I have a little Dandelion Benefit powder, which I don't know if that's a blush or a powder. Over the back, I have a NYX Wavy Glow Illuminating Powder. Don't know if that's a bronzer or a blush or whatever that is, but I have that. I have the Ghost Sculpt Revolution Powder. Don't know why I have that in there. I have this mini cargo blush, which come in a glossy box, I think. I have this sleek bronze block, which I don't really use that much. Oh, and we're dropping everything. So those, oh, and I have a mini Hoola as well, which I haven't actually used. It's too dark for me. So those are all my powder products. Okay, so this is my face drawer, and right at the top I have the Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette, which is literally amazing. I have the Revolution, what's this called? Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in Fair, which is beautiful. I have the Technic Mega Blush palette, which is very nice. Have the Wet n Wild contour kit. I think Sophie Does Now literally raves about this now, so I'm very glad I got that. Have the Naked Flush palette, which has a bronzer, a highlight and a blush. Did I say that this is my face powder drawer? I have already done a video on it, but people wanted to see like my whole collection, so I'm just going over it again. I have 3 of these big amplified palettes. I'm hoping this is in shot, but I have the, what's this called? The Mega Matte palette, which has 3 powders, 3 blushes and 2 bronzers. I have the Get Baked palette, which has like 15 shimmers, like bronzers, highlights, blushes, which is so pretty. And I also have the Glow Getter palette, which looks like this and has 8 different highlighters in it. I have this Tarte Off the Cuff palette, which I'm pretty sure is really old. It just has loads of, it has 4 blushes and 1 bronzer. I have the Zoeva Basic Moment palette, which I am literally obsessed with, and I literally use it, no joke, like every single day. It just has a just has a bronzer, highlight and a blush. Obsessed with that. I have the Tarte Tarteist Pro to Glow palette, which has 2 stunning highlighters and a bronzer. Smells really good as well. I have the Revolution, what are you? Camouflage Concealer palette, which literally has your colour correctors and a couple of skin tones, so that's really nice. I have the Revolution Cream Contour palette, which I literally never use, so that's good. I have the I Heart Revolution Bronzer Wardrobe palette, which, as you know, I did a review on my channel. It's, I don't know how many videos it's back, but it's on my channel if you want to go check it out. I have the Anastasia Contour Kit in light medium. I use this shade down here literally to death. I am obsessed with it. Such a nice contour palette. I need to use that more. I have the W7 Hollywood Bronze and Glow, which, to be honest, I'm not actually like in love with. Like, I don't know why I still have it, to be fair. And lastly, I have the Technic Colour Max Face and Eyes, which you would have seen. I have a review on my channel. Comes with 4 eyeshadows, a blush, a highlight and a bronzer. So that's really nice as well and super cheap. I hope you can actually see everything I'm showing you, otherwise this video is a complete flop and I'm probably gonna have to film it again. Anyway, this is no doubt my absolute favourite drawer. This is obviously my highlighter drawer. I have a ton of highlighters and I have accumulated a few more since my highlighter collection video. So I'm just going to start off with these Revolution liquid highlighters. I now have one in Starlight. I did have a bronze one, but it was too dark for me, so I gave that to my mum. But I have 3 of these. I have Luminous Luna, Starlight and Liquid Champagne. No, it wasn't Starlight. I got Liquid Champagne for my birthday, so I have these 3 now, which are more to my skin tone. Okay, so I have 3 Jeffree Star highlighters. I have one in Ice Cold, one in Princess Cut, and one in Uranus. I'll just show you what they look like. So Uranus is like a beautiful goldy shade. This was the one that's in collaboration with Maddie, which is like kind of awkward now. This one in Princess Cut is like a beautiful pale pink shade. Don't really use it on that much. This is my favourite, Ice Cold, and it is so stunning for like pale skin. So if you want a blinding highlight, you've got pale skin, definitely check this highlighter out. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy palette. Don't know why this is still in the packaging. I have used this loads, but it's still in the packaging and it's like a beautiful goldy shade. I have Anyway highlighters. I have this one in is that iridescent? Yeah, iridescent gold. The packaging is literally falling apart because I've had this for so long. I've actually hit pan. I've got this shimmer highlight powder in Pearlescent Sheen, which has like a blue tinge. I don't know if you can actually see that. And then I have one in Peach Diamond, which has a peachy pinky reflect. 3 Jouer highlighters. I have this full-size one in Ice, which is like a beautiful pale colour. It's stunning. The formula is really nice on these Jouer highlighters as well. I have a mini in Rose Quartz, which I got for my I got for Christmas, and the other mini I have is in Citrine, which is like a really beautiful champagne gold shade. Woo! I have this Becca highlighter in Pearl, which is another really nice one for pale skin. Everyone goes on about champagne pop. Well, I'm too pale to wear champagne pop, so I have Pearl. W7 Glow Commotion, which is a dupe for the Merry Luminizer. I don't actually have that one, so I have the W7 one. I have this Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Mega Glow, which is recent. You would have seen that in my American drugstore video, so that's that. What else? Oh, I've got a couple. I've got this Primark one in Mermaid Glow. Oh god, I can't open it. In Mermaid Glow, which is literally stunning. It's definitely a really bright silver colour. I have the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Golden Lights. I have the MAC highlighter in the shade Double Gleam. I have this mini, or if this highlighter, I can't remember that guy's name, is it like Carl something? Anyway, it comes in a glossy box, but it's a really mini like baked highlighter, but it is literally so beautiful. So I have that. I have the Physicians Formula highlighter in Pearl, which is beautiful. I have this really super tiny Model & Co highlighter, which I'm pretty sure coming in a glossy box, but that is way too dark for me anyway. I have the Revolution highlighter in Platinum. The formula is really nice on this. It's really like smooth and creamy, so this is nice. I think this is like £4 as well. I have the Primark highlighter stick, which shouldn't really be in this drawer. It should be in another drawer. I have the Revolution Rainbow highlighter. Not a massive fan of this because it's pretty glittery, but I don't know, I've kept it just in case I need a rainbow highlighter, I guess. So those are all my single highlighters. These are my palettes. Oh god, I can't open it. I have the Revolution Pro, I can't even speak. I have the Revolution Pro 4K highlighter palette in Rose Gold, which is so beautiful. I haven't even used this since that video, so I need to use this. I have the Revolution, what's this called? Renaissance Illuminate Radiant in Rose palette, which, can I just say, the formula of that highlighter is stunning. I absolutely love this. I need to actually use that more. I have the Nicole Guerrero Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which again I need to use more of because this is limited edition and I need to use it. I have the Soph X Revolution highlighter palette, which is literally one of my favourites. I absolutely love this highlighter palette. I use a combination of these two because none of them other shades, apart from that one, really properly suit me. I have the I Heart Revolution Elixir Glow highlighter palette, which I'm not a massive fan of because this highlighter is super glittery and I don't like glittery highlighters. This one's really nice, but I wish I got the rose gold one now because those shades seem a bit more up my street. But I have this, it's a really cute little chocolate palette. I have the Sleek Solstice palette, which I'm pretty sure was the palette that made my love for highlighters start. This was, I think this was my first ever highlighter palette, so I keep that for memories. I have the Revolution Ultra Pro Glow palette, which is literally stunning. I love this palette. It comes with like 8 shades and I think it's like £8, which is crazy. And lastly, I have the Revolution Pro Supreme highlighter palette in Ice, and I absolutely adore that shade in the middle. This is the start of my eyeshadow palette collection, like eye makeup drawer. So for starters, I have the Revolution Pro Revelation palette, which I'm pretty sure is my previous video. I've just tested this really nice palette. I have the no, that wasn't the most recent one. The Urban Decay Born to Run palette was the recent one. And this palette is literally everything. I can't wait to film more looks with this palette. Why the hell is this in here? This is the Radiance palette by Revolution, which is a highlighter palette, but it shouldn't really be in there, so I'm just going to put that down there. I have the Revolution Imagination, the eyeshadow palette, which is literally, I don't want to like show you, but it is literally stunning. I need to film more looks with this. I have two of the Revolution Life on the Dance Floor palettes. I have the VIP palette, which is like a stunning, like everyday palette. Have the, what's this one? The Guest List palette, which is warm tones galore. Like there's literally so many of them in this palette. I haven't actually used that one this much. Ignore, if you can see my feet or like see on me, please ignore me. I'm literally in my pajamas. I've got no makeup on. My hair is literally a state. So if you can see me, please ignore me. I have the Zoeva Matte eyeshadow palette, which again, still haven't used this, so I might give this a go today. I'm not sure, but the palette looks literally stunning. I have the Revolution Neutrals 2 palette, which has become so popular because it's literally £4 and the quality is insane. I have the Wet n Wild Rosé. I have the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air palette, which is such a good drugstore palette for the price. I have the two. Oh, can you even see that? I don't even know. Let me show this one. I have the two Soph palettes. This is the original one. This is the original one, super pretty. And then this is the Extra Spice palette, which to be honest, I actually prefer this eyeshadow palette. A lot of people prefer the old one, but that is people's opinions. You can see this pile on the floor. I'm literally just shoving it on the floor while I'm showing you, so please ignore that. I have the Revolution 1 Million palette, which I still haven't touched. Still haven't used, but I'm literally scared, so not trying that. I have another Revolution palette in Mischief Matte, which you've seen in my Instagram video. I literally am so obsessed with this palette. I just need to use it more. I have the Kylie Jenner I Want It All palette, which is literally stunning, but I haven't really used it at all. I spent £50 on an eyeshadow palette for no reason. I have the Freedom Audacious palette, which is like super neutral and not really up my street, but I just wanted it anyway. I didn't want it coming in the Revolution mystery bag thing. I have this Sleek Makeup Diamonds in the Rough palette, which I'm pretty sure it was limited edition. You can't get it anymore, but it is a super pretty palette. Oh, shot. And these are all my like little eye bits. I have a Revolution. What are these? The like little eyeshadow things. I don't know, but this is in the shade Rival. It's like a super pink purpley shade. I also have another one of these in Rebound, beautiful goldy champagne shade, which I haven't used these yet. I need to start using them. I have the Colourpop Glitterate eyeshadow. I'm not going to open it because it's literally smashed to pieces. And I've also got Sequin, which I'm not going to open either because it's also smashed to pieces. I have the Stila Magnificent Metals like eyeshadow thing in Diamond Dust. Absolutely love this. I have W7 Metal Flash Metallic Glitter Eyeliner, which is like supposed to be, I don't know, like, is it like a dupe of the Urban Decay one? Don't really know. Oh, I have the collection one in like Funk, which is gold, but I don't know where it's gone. It might be in a different drawer somewhere. And anyway, I have a NYX glitter glue, the Revolution adhesive stuff. That's not even eyeshadow. And then I have a bunch of these like Bare Minerals loose eyeshadows, which, to be honest, I've never actually used. So those are all of my. Well, no, actually, yeah, you're probably thinking like, no, Alex, like, where's the rest of your eyeshadow palettes? They're actually in a different drawer because they don't fit in that one. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.